Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Hey, Lion. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Red.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gun.
They'll run on first down. Cherry. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Jaguars did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll try the left side. Cherry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
13 Luke. Hey. Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. In motion right is Thomas. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lisa 24.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming. This will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to throw, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? Why Tony? Throwing now is Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Here goes Stroud again. Another one caught by Collins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
30 left.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Touchdown! A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, let's go.
In motion left, Flowers. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Cherry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7.
Big 13 heavy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, I'm gun.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hey, kill. Lisa 24.
Lawrence. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ralph.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
3rd and 9 here.
Rip, 23.
Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
red, on red.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Ron! Silver!
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence flushed out right. Shrugs him off, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Hey, kill! Lisa 24. Here we go, sir.
From the shotgun, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
11, Agate.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go. Think right open.
Again, it's Lawrence. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Cherry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Easy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
19 Texans. Why Tony? Hey, south. We speed left. Buggy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
And the Texans 1st down.
Look. Hey, uno more. Hey, uno. Look to hot.
Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
11 Agate. 13 Luke.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
23.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Red on red. Silver.
Lawrence going to throw again. Off to Thomas on the left side. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
Hey, kill. Hey, lion.
Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's good for another Jaguars. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back.